right, y'all. So we're back for another video of Real Estate 2020, right? 20 questions, 20 minutes. Don't worry, we're not going to hit that. Doesn't happen. But we're going to try real hard, or we're actually probably not. So I got a good friend of mine on today, Amanda Jorgensen. She is awesome from Salt Lake City. It says Davis. I don't know. Is that a county? Is that a city? What is that? Davis.
Yeah, Davis County. So it covers probably 9 cities.
Snap.
So,
yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Rather than just being like a city, just because Utah's big,
No doubt. It is a massive place. Her Instagram and all that stuff is in the show notes, as well as her bio. So as you know, I don't want to read people. It sounds like a eulogy every time I read it, so we're just going to skip it. But she loves referrals. That's her love language, as much as anything else, right? So yeah. All right, let's get started. So Amanda, let's just dive in. Just say what's on your heart, right? You don't have to, nothing too scripted, but what's the biggest challenge? Because I do like to talk to agents. Like the whole premise of this, just as a reminder, is to talk to cool people like you. So agents out there that are trying to make it in the business, hear from actual practitioners, not some bobbleheads with a really good, YouTube following. So I say that because I don't have a really good YouTube following. So all that to be said, what was the biggest challenge when you were starting out?
Honestly, just building trust with the client. I was 21 years old. I just graduated from the University of Utah. I went on my mom's team who'd been selling for 30 years. She was kind of like a local celebrity. And here I am, this 21-year-old. I'm like, yeah, buy a home from me, and quickly learned that established 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds weren't interested. So that's when I kind of decided, all right, I'm going to get out my yearbook. Maybe my high school buddies aren't buying today or tomorrow, but I'm going to reach out to every single person in my yearbook. We're going to get real connected. I mean, we trauma bonded the last 5 years of school, right? We survived.
Right.
So I tried to connect with each and every one of those. And honestly, I've helped the majority of my graduating class. I mean,
awesome.
Super supportive. And multiple times, not just one time. Like they've bought, sold.
That's awesome. All right. Yeah. So number 2, do you feel established? Do you feel like an expert already? And if you do, when did you hey, yeah, I think I actually can call myself an expert?
No. And that's kind of like one of the prep questions is, what's the most unhealthy trait? And mine is honestly, I'm never satisfied with what I'm capable of. I'm never able to just be like, okay, I'm good. I'm done. I've reached it. Like there's literally no ceiling. I'm like the Energizer Bunny. I want to always be going more, do this, try that. So no, I don't feel like I'm established, especially when I come to the masterminds, the 30 under 30 masterminds yearly. Yeah. I'm just blown away with your guys' success and always wanting to do more.
Hey, that's truth right there. So yeah, nothing wrong with that. So I know you talked a little bit about finding business from connecting with people we went to high school and stuff with, but now where do you feel like the majority of your new business comes from?
Probably referrals, word of mouth from past clients.
Yeah.
Staying connected with people that I've closed. I mean, I've sold 323 families over the course of 17 years. Just the fact that I've stayed in contact with those people. I mean, my clients honestly become some of my best friends. Next week, I'm having one of my clients over for her birthday. Her and her husband are going to come over. We'll play games and have apps and just appetizers, not social apps. Just wanted to clarify.
That's awesome. Yeah. So It's funny because a lot of people think there's some mystery piece, right? So it's just finding business and then doing a good job. And it seems like people are just reciprocating and they want to share how good you are with their friends and family.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. So number 4, for those counting at home, what marketing strategies have been most effective for finding business that are outside maybe your referral business? Are you doing new things, new techniques?
I use a lot of social media. I'm doing daily reels, kind of leaning into that. My aunt passed in September of last year, and I woke up the day after her passing and realized I am, again, not reaching my full potential, and I want to do more. I want to do more business. And my goal was, I did about 2 to 3 deals last year per month. And I decided, all right, I want to do 4 deals or more. The year I was honored a 30 under 30, I was doing about 4 to 5 deals a month.
Jeez.
And so, I want to get back to that. So I'm like, what am I going to do? And I said, I'm going to go all in on social media. I'm here. I'm going to be what I quote unquote called myself. I didn't ever want to be annoying on social media. I always I would post once a week and I was like, oh, is that too much? Am I bothering people? And now I just am scroll. If you don't like me, just scroll. It's really easy, But I'm here and I'm having fun.
Yeah, it is. It's good to watch. Like your stuff is, it's not like a certain thing. Like it's just a bunch of different stuff, but it
There's
all
no
works.
rhyme or reason to it. It's just Amanda's swimming in her pool and then decides that might be funny. Yeah, and it's cheaper than therapy, so that's where I'm at. I mean, I lost two aunts and a cousin last year, and I was just
Yeah.
like, and then let's be honest, last year in real estate was a tough year, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Well, good for you for
So
going all in on it.
yeah, here we
All
are.
right. So I feel like I got to change these up at some point. But so do you feel like you've had like an innovative idea that really kind of sets you apart at some point, or there's a strategy that has really helped you? I know you're all in on social, but is there something you've done that you thought was a good idea?
I would say staying in contact with your clients consistently because they'll forget, and then somebody else gets their license, they make that connection. So just continually always checking in with your people. Hey, how are you? What can I do for you? What do you need? Do you want to come over and have dinner? Do you want to go see a movie? I've tried to just be the most authentic, genuine person that I possibly can be and be there for others. Take meals when they're sick, when they have babies, show up at birthday parties, bring the balloons,
Yeah. That's
celebrate
great.
life.
So like sometimes the most innovative ideas aren't really new strategies. It's just doing them really well, right?
Yeah.
At the same
Yeah,
time.
I'm not like, I'll be honest, I'm not super techie. I remember a couple years ago when y'all were talking about Chat GPT, and I was like, there ain't no way I'm sitting and talking to a robot on my computer. I'm just a very face to face, like in your face possibly. But yeah, like on home year anniversaries, I'm there. I'm like, hey, guess what? You've been here 1 year. What are we going to do? How's it been? What can we do? Do you have anything you want to talk about? Have you had any issues? Has the home warranty been able to take care of any issues? So
Yeah.
things of that nature, just making sure they're happy.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So number 6, what's a common mistake you see new agents making right now?
I think believing what they see on Selling Sunset and thinking, oh, I'm going to make $1 million my first year. It's probably not going to happen. I mean, statistically, 78% of realtors didn't sell a home last year. So I believe the mindset of going in that you're going to be filthy rich, right off the bat, that's probably the biggest mistake. You've got to realize that you've got to step back. You've got to put the work in. You got to grind.
Isn't that the truth? I mean, I feel like I'm getting
Yeah,
older every time. I'm like, kid, you got to work, but it's
I
nothing
know.
really trumps it.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
looking back in your career, is there like a mistake that you still cringe about, like that you made somehow, some way?
Absolutely. I used to be such a go, like, I'm going to go. Oh, I got a call to go show a home. It's 9:45 at night. That's fine. I'll jump in the car, go meet this strange man at a house. It's going to be great. Thankfully, nothing ever happened. And, people, it never
Yeah,
ended badly.
right.
But looking back, like I could have been a Lifetime movie,
Yeah,
you know? So yeah, I think being a little too eager was
yeah,
probably my biggest mistake.
yeah. Okay, that's a good one. So I know you said there's no ceiling on what your potential is. So this question may not be applicable to you, but like, how do you measure success? Is it deals? Is it quality time? Is it, who knows?
Ooh,
What did you
that's a good
think?
one. I would say the ability to live the life that I want to have and like with my children.
Yeah.
So traveling is a huge thing. I mean, my 3-year-old's been to Ireland, London, Paris, Japan, Costa
Damn.
Rica. I mean, you name it, that guy's been there. Um, and that is honestly my why, is getting the opportunity to let my kids experience the world and show them things that they wouldn't see on a day-to-day basis. So
That's
if I
sweet.
have the capability to do that every year, take them on, like last year we spent a month in Brazil and then 6 weeks in Japan. That to
Damn.
me is
Yeah.
success.
Damn. I want to be your 3-year-old.
I know. He's a little spoiled.
Yeah. So in the same breath, that was that's measuring it, but like, do you feel like you've had a huge success in your career selling a certain price point house or selling a troubled house, or maybe it's not
Okay,
to do
I
with
have
houses at
a little
all?
story time for you.
Yeah, let's do it.
Said 3-year-old, 2 months postpartum, so he's 2 months, and decided to go to Ireland and London. So we got over there. One thing about me is I'm very cheap. I don't like to spend money unless I absolutely have to. Um,
Okay.
yeah, like unless it's buying rental properties, then I'll spend all the money. But anyway, so I didn't want to put the $65 plan on my phone. So I could text if I was on Wi-Fi, but I
Right.
couldn't receive calls. All right. So I'm over there having a good time. What I would do is I'd get my family to sleep and then I would work just because it's 8 hours difference. So I didn't sleep much, but that's okay. But anyway, so one night I'm working and I get a text message from a friend, kind of a high school friend, not a past client, just a high school friend. That we talked real estate, but we'd never crossed to being clients. And it was from her saying, hey, you know what? It's time. I want to sell. You need to get my husband on board. Call him. What do I do? I can't call, So I was like, so I texted another fellow 30 and I said, help me out. Like, what do I do? I can text and we got to sell this in a text. So quickly she responded with the most beautifully, eloquently written text. That's my highest of sales volume. And I got it listed while I was in Ireland. When I got back, we put it on the MLS, got like multiple offers. It went over asking price and bada bang, bada boom. We did it.
There you go.
So yeah, that
and
was
you
honestly
saved
one of the
$65.
coolest experience. Yeah, it's for $65. I know. It's like, seriously, Amanda. So when I went to Japan, I had all the plans.
Okay.
You could call me at any given second. Yeah, I learned my lesson.
So moving a little different gears, but number 10. So what do you say your superpower is in real estate?
Probably the ability to bounce back. I can multitask like it's nobody's business. I'm a mother to 3. I'm a room mother. I'm on the PTA. I'm on the Zoning and Planning Commission. I'm very involved with the Board of Realtors. Yeah, I would just say my ability to be successful and still do multiple things.
Yeah.
Some people, they have to be single focused. I actually do better and thrive on the chaos.
Zoning and planning. Do you want people to hate you? Is that why you jumped on that board? Like, that has to be
I know, right?
worst
One night I was like,
board.
I'm going to get followed home.
Yeah.
And I'm the bad guy on the zoning and planning because I see the need for housing.
Right.
And my city in particular is a very not in my backyard unless it's my kid.
Sure.
Like we had one, even a month ago, 75 people were there and they were heated.
Yeah.
And I voted, let's do it. Let's get this high density going. It ended up, we changed it from agricultural low to low density res. So, not a complete win, but in the right direction.
Sure. Absolutely. No, just curious about that. So you multitask, sounds like you're doing a lot. So are you able to have an average real estate day? Like, do you have does it look a certain way? Do you time block? Do you have things that you have to get done, or you just wake up and roll?
No, I just wake up and obviously there's things every day that I've got to do. I've got to keep the house running. I do the laundry, I do the dishes, those kinds of things. But then in the midst of it, real estate you can't plan. You know what I mean? I feel like when you do plan, you almost get let down because you're like, I was going to go show homes today. And then you're like, to whom? So it's more just, you got to be flexible. You've got to be able to say, hey, I don't have control of my everyday, but I'm willing to show up and work when needed.
Okay. Oh, that's fair. So I changed up 12 just a little bit because it was kind of redundant. So the question kind of is like, are there apps or tools or hacks that you use to make life easier because you're bouncing around? Because like you may have a lot of showings one day, you may not have any. So have you found a way or things to help you in your everyday life that make your life easier?
I would say I use my calendar a lot. Like I'm old school. I have my little,
you have a list, don't you?
Yeah. I'm more of, my mom, I was trained by my mom. She started selling in like the 80s. You know what I mean? Yeah. And she had her little list and that's where I learned. So yeah, no, I don't have any fancy technology apps.
Yeah, fair. No, not that there should be. Sometimes there aren't any. That's the good news.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know if you get stressed out in real estate. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Do you have what do you do to cope with it? What do you do when you're super stressed?
I work out.
Okay.
I work out a ton. Yeah. So I have like a swim spa in my backyard and I swim every day for 30 minutes. So you just you turn the jets on. I'm not Michael Phelps by any means, but it gets the endorphins going. I would say that going for a run. Yeah. That's my outlet.
All right, fair. Even if it's cold outside, you go to your swim spa outside. Is it covered?
Well, because it's 102.
Okay.
Yeah. So then you kind of get a sweat on too,
Yeah. What is it negative 300 where you are right now? How cold is it?
It's 32 degrees. So
okay, that's actually
not terrible.
We're 36 right now, so okay.
Yeah. So it's not bad. It's weird. Utah used to have the greatest snow on earth. We don't even get snow anymore, so it's fine.
Interesting.
Well, in the mountains we do.
Right.
But in the valley we don't have any snow.
All right, so let's talk about balance. Maybe you have it, maybe you don't. But do you balance real estate and personal life? And if you do, like, how did you figure out a way to do that?
Yeah, I believe that was another thing that's like taken time. Just being able to say, hey, like I can't be 100% real estate. I've got to have a good balance. And that's why like when I go on vacations, it's kind of my time to relax, but then obviously I'm still working the entire time too. Yeah, I would just say definitely take time each day for yourself. That's the hard part about being self-employed is your day is very determined by you. So put the work in, but also put a little bit of me time.
Yeah.
Do some meditation, do some yoga.
Okay. Meditation. All right.
Yeah,
Fair enough. Yeah.
yeah.
I try that. I end up falling asleep. I'm not doing it right. Um, so I've got young girls, 12 and 10. Do you do certain things? Like, how has your real estate career affected your relationship with your children and significant others and stuff like that? Have you figured out a way to kind of navigate that as well? I know it's kind of a similar question, but have you figured out like, oh, I gotta have date nights, or we have a yes day, or like, have you figured out a way to make them feel
Yeah, like
important?
ways to
And
make them feel special. Yeah. Well, so when my daughter, I had 5 years of infertility. I don't know if you knew that, but I adopted her in 2015. And that was kind of a pivotal moment in my career too. Cause for me in my mind, I thought to be a good mom, I can't work.
yeah,
So I thought, oh, I'm not going to work anymore. I'm mom now. And obviously quickly realized, no, yeah, I enjoy working, and the deals were still coming. So I'm going to work. But I think making her realize that even though mom's working, you're still my number one. Like at
right,
night, we read every night for 20 minutes and
okay,
I'll take turns with each kid. Hell, my 3-year-old's next to me, literally like right here. So we bond every night.
right.
And like I've never done like a nanny. I don't do like I've been like my kids are either with me or with their dad. So I think just yeah, spending time with them when we travel. Obviously, it's like, okay, what do you guys want
Yeah,
to do? You guys want to go to Tokyo Disney? Let's go. Universal Studios. Let's make it happen.
yeah. I figure you get a lot of yeses when you ask those questions, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's change gears a little bit. And it's kind of, again, I'm gonna have to change these questions up. I'm starting not to like them as much. Is recharging the same way as dealing with stress? Is it working out? Does that help recharge your batteries, or how do you get recharged in the real estate world if you have a bad week or a bad month?
Yeah, I think going for a quick run, grabbing a Mountain Dew, and just all right, let's do this.
Keep
Last
simple.
year, truth be told, was a hard year, like career wise, mentally and emotionally. Having all those deaths going on, it was just
Yeah,
like holy hell. Like,
yeah,
can we catch a break here? And yeah, for a minute, I was like, do I need to get another career filled?
yeah,
I mean, it's the deals are a lot harder to close
yeah.
nowadays.
Well, I think if you don't question your career choice in real estate every, I don't know, 3 weeks, then I don't think you're doing it hard enough, right? Because
Makes me feel better because yeah, I legitimately was like, I think I'm gonna start working at the local I don't even know, coffee shop or something because I mean I love people and I need that
right,
social interaction, but I can't force people to buy homes,
correct.
even though in my opinion it's the greatest investment you'll ever make. So
Yep, I do agree with you on that, but we should agree on that probably.
yeah, I mean Fox News wants to I'm just kidding say otherwise.
Everybody does, right? So
Yeah.
let's talk about some other advice to agents that are struggling with work life balance. And I know some people believe in work life balance, some don't. So I think more the struggle is agents that want a work life balance. What would be your 2 cents to them? They came to you and you're like, "Hey Yoda, I want to know, how do I get work life balance?" What would you say?
Do they feel like they're working too much or like what's
Is
their
there
main
such a
complaint?
thing, right? Yeah, I mean, it's interesting, and that's a good question because I don't know. And my theory is just more of, I feel like newer agents want to make a lot of money but not work as much because they think that they are due like some time off. So can they figure out, is there a work-life balance? Maybe that should be the question. Is there such thing as a work-life balance if you want to be successful in real estate?
To be honest, no. When you're starting out, no. I feel like once you get kind of into your niche and you've got your clients, yeah, you can have a little bit more balance. But no, I mean, those first 5 years, if you're not like hustling and literally always having real estate on your mind, like you're at the grocery store, just kind of casually, hey, how are you? So how's your home? You like your home? You happy? Well, here's my biz card. I mean, so here's an example. I used to go to Starbucks a lot because I didn't want to pay for internet. So I would use Starbucks as internet. This is years ago, 2008 era, but I would go there and just kind of meet people. Closed 6 homes for a gentleman that I met, him and his wife. They were just at Starbucks, and they would go every day and I would go every day, and we became like buddies. Yeah. And over the course of the 17 years, 6 homes.
Dang.
So just kind of always have it on your mind, but like do things that are actually working.
Right.
But the biggest one to me is face to face. Just be genuine, be kind, be out there, be willing to volunteer for things within your city,
Yeah. No magic pill, huh? Haven't found that one yet?
You can't like go buy an app and then you're going to be a millionaire. You know what I mean? Like, cause you're going to put your information on there or something. I mean, you still have to have people know who you are. You're not a Kardashian. You know what I mean? You don't have that celebrity status where people are just gonna be like, oh, you've got to be, that would be my advice is show up, be willing to kind of put the hard work in, but do stuff that actually is going to bring you business.
That's a good point. A lot of people are doing stuff, but it's not productive, and therefore,
be productive. Have the mindset of like this has to resonate to business. Otherwise, it's a waste of time.
That's a good point. All right, so 3 questions left. This one is about the future. If you had to put on like your binoculars and look into the future of real estate, 5 years, 10 years, you can pick the number. What do you think? You think it'll be different, or if so, what do you think it'll look like?
I still want to be selling real estate. I mean, I'm a principal broker, and people always tease me, why don't you have agents underneath you? I love selling. That's like, I love it. I love helping others. There's nothing more exciting when I have like a first time home buyer that's like, I'm doing this, at the closing table, and they're kind of scared, and you're so excited for them because without a shadow of a doubt, they're going to build equity.
Right.
And so no, I want to continue to sell. That's what I want to be doing. I mean, my mom's almost, I think she's in her 70s. Don't tell her I told y'all that, or she's almost 70. I don't know how old she is. Anyways, she's still selling. She's still rocking. I think she's been selling for like 40 years. So yeah, no retirement in sight for her.
Yeah. We don't retire. We just fade off into the distance, right?
Yeah. Just kind of drift.
Do you, little change up in the wording of the question for 19, but like, do you stay informed with market trends? Like, does that affect how you operate your business, like the data that's going on? And if you do, like, what's the best place for you to get market data or feedback?
So I'm attending next, I believe it's in like a week, the Forecast Breakfast. The Salt Lake Board of Realtors puts that on. It's awesome. I love that event every year. And then we get like our Realtor magazine. I love skimming through that, and I try to attend as many classes as I can. I do a lot of online courses. Yeah, I absolutely love being in the know. And I'll ask, my colleagues, where are you at? Where are you struggling?
Perfect. Yeah, no, it's a great answer. And that's what I'm getting a lot of is like, just one, being in the market, but 2, just always seeking knowledge, right?
Yeah. Well, and I try and sell, to be honest, I try and sell and buy a home a year personally.
Okay.
So like last year I bought a triplex. The year prior I bought a squatter's home. That one was fun. 20 years of squatting and hoarding, and it was
bought
wild.
one time. I didn't see half the house. I was like, here's a check.
Yeah. Well, I was like, we'll be fine. It's 2021. It's $200,000 for a triplex. It's going to be great. What could go wrong? Oh boy. All the things.
A lot to answer. Yeah. All right, so final question, and might sound redundant, but it's talking to the next generation of realtors or real estate agents. So what would be your main advice to somebody starting out in real estate?
Don't give up. If you passionately, truly want this and you want to be successful, don't give up. Show up every day, even if it's uncomfortable, even if, and in retrospect, if you realize you get in and you don't, it's not for you, you're more introvert and you're not interested in doing that, find something else that makes you happy. Like, you don't have to, force yourself to do real estate if it's not making you happy. Real estate brings me joy. Having the ability and the connections, like the human connection, I love that. So that's almost my motivation every day to get up and show up. But if you get in and you say, yeah, gosh, this is too much, do something else.
Yep.
There's plenty of career fields.
Advice. Thank you, Amanda, for sharing and just being a good time. As always, social stuff, it'll be in the show notes, so you can reach out to her, follow her reels are next
come follow.
Next to the best. She needs followers and she needs referrals. So send her those as well. And Amanda, thanks for being on here. I really do appreciate it, and the friendship we've made over the last several years.
See you in Chicago.
All right, sounds good.